I have the pleasure of calling on Charles Igbelokotor. Charles is the founder of NVIDIA and PDC Cleaning Services. I would let Charles introduce himself more, and Charles is going to present on the future of digital economic trends, opportunities, and preparations. Charles.
Thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon, all. I hope you've enjoyed all the previous sessions. I'm going to continue with the economic sustainability series, digital economy. I know all the previous speakers have touched certain aspects and elements of the discussion
Please
today.
mute yourself.
So, I'm Charles, a digital technology enthusiast. I have a background, I'm an engineering graduate.
Sorry, Charles. Yeah, Charles.
And
sorry.
I am currently managing an information technology business based in Aberdeen. We serve clients across the globe. So, I know we've been talking about digital economy. I will be looking at it from the point of view of opportunities, trend in the world at the moment that are needing interconnection as a solution. We'll be looking at that. So I'll be talking about what is digital economy really, the effect of COVID-19. I'll also be looking at trends impacting digital transformation, and 5 tech startups to watch out for in 2021. Also opportunities that are there for everyone to partake of. So what exactly is digital economy? I know the previous speakers have done justice to it, but I'd like to bring it home. Digital technology to most people, it's the economy. It refers to the economy conducted on the internet, but it's far more than that. It's broader than that. Digital economy represents the extensive use of IT. IT, yeah, I mean hardware, software, applications, and telecommunications in all aspects of the economy, including internal operations of organizations, be it business, government, or non-profit organizations like the churches and the charities. And it's the transactions between organizations and organizations, transactions between organizations and individuals, and transaction between individuals. We see the digital economy at play in all of these areas. So the technologies underlying the digital economy also go far beyond personal computers and the internet. It is embedded in a vast array of products, not just technology products like cell phones, GPS, or PDAs, or your MP3 players or digital camera. It's far more than that. IT it's used in everyday life. We can see it in everyday life, in our credit cards. We can see digital technology in our credit cards. We can see it in industrial products, like in your robots, in your laser machines. We can see it in so many aspects of our lives. In 2006, 70% of all the microprocessors that were produced did not go into the computers. They rather went into cars, planes, your refrigerator, so many appliances. These microprocessors went into these devices to enable their digital functionality and also their connectivity. It enables their digital functionality and connectivity. Next, I'm going to be looking at the shift in the digital economy, their impact on businesses. As a result, that's what I tagged COVID-19. This digital shift, hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I said I'm going to be looking at the shift in the digital economy and their impact on business. You will all agree with me, since the turn of the pandemic, there's been a shift in the digital space. And their impact has been enormous. We can see across the world, as people are staying at home, the population of the world have found other ways of interacting with products, interacting with things they used to deal with on their day-to-day life. And businesses without a strong digital foundation have found themselves wanting. So we want to look at the COVID-19 effect. There's been a sudden demand for interconnection across businesses. Not just businesses, across the world. COVID-19 pandemic has forced businesses to transform how they operate, driving extraordinary demand for digital services providers. There's need for robust interconnection. We can see that all over the world. Organizations that lack robust digital foundation have struggled with this rapid shift in demand. They've struggled immensely. So service provider interconnection bandwidth growth is accelerating. We can see that there are more and more service providers in the digital space. I did share a post a while ago of businesses, some of the iconic businesses you know so well, that came into force in the time of a crisis like what we have just now. We have the likes of General Electric, we have Microsoft, we have Slack. There's so many of them. Time will not permit me to name them. But this season we're in, COVID-19, the pandemic we're in, is a great opportunity for the digital economy. So I want us to look at the trends impacting digital transformation. These trends lies the opportunities, because part of what I'm doing today is to look at, show us the opportunities that are there in the digital economy. There are 5 trends impacting digital transformation today, and these trends are challenges requiring interconnection as a solution. These trends are challenges. They require interconnection as a solution. We take, for example, digital business. Moving entirely to digitalized services is now more crucial than ever. Even the man that is selling, has a local shop, because of the lockdown, you now see what people are doing. The man with the local shop, in the UK we call it bricks and mortar, meaning a physical shop. They've all been turned now into bricks to click. So they retain the bricks, but people are clicking online to access their services. As a new demand for distributed digital engagement arises, business need to solve remote workforce, network efficiency, and workflow. There's a report by the World Economic Forum that says 70% of the new value created over the next decade will be based on digitally enabled business models. That is a huge opportunity. We also talk about urbanization. Urbanization, businesses need a wider distribution of services to enhance local interaction as population centers grows. Businesses will have greater demands for distributed computing, and we need to manage the complexities of localization. By 2030, urban areas are projected to house 60% of people globally. And the number of cities that has population between 1 and 5 million is going to grow to almost 600. And what does that mean? Increase and demand for digital products. Because those in the urban centers will need this digital product to be able to interact day to day. And that is a huge opportunity. The next trend impacting digital transformation is cybersecurity. Cyber threats are accelerating as the number of user devices and cloud resources increases. You agree with me, since the turn of COVID-19, especially here in the UK, I've had more calls, cold calls than ever. So many people are sending things, asking you for one thing or the other. I had a call yesterday, someone saying to me, oh, you are owing the tax man, you are owing the tax authorities. They need you to contact them to come and pay your taxes. But I know that was just a fraudulent call. So the more we interact with the digital space, the more the threats from cyber criminals. So cyber threats are accelerating as we speak, and that is a trend that requires interconnection as a solution. The next thing is, the next trend is data volumes and compliance. Data volumes and compliance. Growth of localized data is outpacing the ability to manage it. A majority of the world ever increasing data volumes are not being leveraged for actionable insights. I know the last speaker was talking about pension in Nigeria. It will surprise you to note that less than 3% of the data currently created is being analyzed for enterprise intelligence. I mean, the 97% of data being collected or available are not being used by organizations for intelligence. Take Nigeria, for example, with a population of close to 200 million people. It appears that 3% of the population, these pension bodies only have access to 3%, or only utilize data available, 3% of that data. Just imagine if they're able to use 10%, 15%, 20% of those data. This statistic is global, not just Nigeria. That means there's a huge opportunity in this area. And interconnection will serve as a solution. The next part is a trend is business ecosystems. Connectivity to multiple ecosystems is key to growth and innovation. API-driven application exchange, issues real-time engagement, and multi-party workflows. And dynamic service chains require on-demand connectivity. You agree with me, businesses that have multiple ecosystems have a higher rate of survival in the current pandemic. And that is an opportunity. A report says that in 2025, 80% of digital leaders will see the positive impact of connecting to multiple ecosystems, including improving their value to end customers. I will give you an example. In Nigeria, the banks, online banking and the rest, you see banks that have multiple servers, multiple ecosystems, have a much more robust service delivery. The ones that rely on just one system alone, when that system is down or cut off, that is their service aborted. So there is huge benefit in businesses having multiple ecosystems. Next, I'm going to be speaking about, which is the high point of my talk today, 5 tech startups to watch out for in 2021. We've looked at the trends impacting digital transformation. The next part is 5 tech startups to watch out for. If you look at the current state of things, the pandemic, you agree with me that challenges are just opportunities. Whenever there are challenges, it means that if you provide a solution to take care of that challenge, you have a business model. There's an opportunity there. Despite all the challenges that businesses across the globe are facing, you agree with me that the tech industry has been more resilient. The tech industry is paving the way for the future. Recently, Forbes released a report. The top 10 wealthiest people on earth, 7 of them are from the tech industry. The wealth in the tech industry since the turn of the pandemic has grown in trillions. The founder of Amazon, you can see his wealth before the pandemic was just under 100 billion. Right now, as we speak, it's worth over 170 billion because there's huge demand for the services that they provide. So what are these trends to watch out for? Artificial intelligence. I know this is a buzzword around the world now. Artificial intelligence is championed by machine learning, which one of the speakers, the first speaker spoke about. Mandla spoke about. During the pandemic, the volume of data collected is overwhelming. While we cannot travel to different locations of the world, through AI, we've been able to collect data right across the world. If you look at CNN, CNN will tell you in every part of the world how many people have been infected by COVID-19. This is all done through made possible by AI, machine learning. They are able to track things from a desk, track information right across the world. And this is something to look out for. It's an area that is still evolving, still growing, and there's huge opportunity there. Mandla also talked about self-driving trains. Self-driving cars are now
Vianney came to install it. I'm on this seminar.
Self-driving cars has also been a long-running buzzword in the industry. Like in the US, more than half of the 50 states in the US are giving, clearance to the use of self-driving cars. They are not being, put into tests across the US. And Uber carried out a few tests just recently in the US state of California. That is a huge opportunity. The cars are not yet available for the generality of the public. That means it's still in the developmental stage. That is a huge opportunity. The next part, which is very interesting, is as a service trend. The cloud has gained more traction this year, paving the way for startups to offer cloud-based services. The likes of Google, Microsoft, and Amazon are just some of the biggest names leveraging the cloud for their on-demand platforms. We know the likes of your Dropbox, examples of as a service provider. You have your Dropbox, you have Google app, you have MailChimp, you have your Microsoft Office, all this Slack, all these applications you're saying, these are as a service. And they will continue to be in demand as the urban centers grow, the population of our urban centers grow right across the world. There will be huge demand for as a service, software as a service. This trend is going to continue to grow. It's an area of growth, which everyone can then take take advantage of. The fourth areas to look out for is enhanced connectivity. I know why the second speaker was talking about, she did warn us about internet connection where she was. This is an area. That means she just gave an opportunity in the course of delivery of her talk. It's an opportunity for you to go to where she is and improve the internet connectivity there, and you will be making money. So enhanced connectivity would be a huge, huge area of opportunity. We are talking about 5G connectivity here in Europe and other parts of the world. There are areas across the world where they are still using 3G technology. That means 5G, still in its infancy, provides a great opportunity right across the world. So if you explore that, you will certainly be making progress there. And the fifth trend, which is the final trend that I'm discussing today, that we need to look at for startup in 2021 is the extended reality and virtual reality and augmented reality. This will play a big role in assisting service providers to overcome new challenges. Right here in the UK, in the peak of the pandemic, some of the cinema houses we have deployed this technology. People were able to sit in the comfort of their homes and attend the cinema. It was so real as if they were in the cinema watching the movies. This was made possible by this technology. For example, Virtual reality can be used by opticians to perform eye examinations remotely. The patient doesn't have to be in the same room for the test, which means consultations can be done safely and effectively. Likewise, an AR tool can provide a realistic experience in choosing glasses. So if you need to see your optician, this technology can enable you to access this remotely. It is predicted that this technology in 2021 will be bringing over 209 billion. This is a World Bank prediction. You can see there are a lot of opportunities ahead of us, lots of opportunities, even as we approach 2021. Thank you so much for listening, and if you have any question at the end, I'll be more than happy to take them. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Charles, for adding to what Mandla has told us, what Joy has said, of the vast opportunities in the digital space. We've heard about driverless train. We've heard about driverless cars. We've heard about the different areas of opportunity that one can look at. Any challenge that the pandemic has presented is an area of opportunity, according to what Charles has told us. If you see a challenge, your solution can be your business model. And you've got the digital to help you accelerate that. So it's all about acceleration. It's about providing a service that will meet people's needs. And we are in very challenging times. But challenges are your avenue for opportunities.